Well, let's get started. Coincidentally, also the music got started again. All right. So, does anyone want to give a quick recap? Last session was the farm. Yes. And what is happening with that? Um, cool. Yeah. So you guys are here, and as you were, I believe, quickly shown or told where they'd be keeping them, just in case you or Lucian were needed um for the interrogation. Were you wanting to actually go with them, or just know where it is in case you were needed? Okay. On the way back, Athel and the informant split off to go run a couple errands. So it'd be the rest of you kind of collecting back at the inn around probably the equivalent of like 11-ish o'clock, 10-ish o'clock. Or no. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit before lunchish. Alrighty then. Yeah. Um where is that? Not a space for this. Yeah. So they let you into a um. Yeah, I thought I had a scene ready for this. I do not. Okay. Um, that is not ideal. This is $5. Never mind. Fun of my organization right now. But yes, they let you into a room there, eyes. It's pretty basic stone. Not much is going on. There's a pretty busy opening to the foyer on the way there, um, with some like thick, heavy metal doors to the some of the back rooms and offices, and then another staircase into the second floor where a lot of the cells seem to be and a lot of the interrogation rooms. Um, and they specifically let you into uh, this one that we're just going to use a blank room for because hee hee. Um, where is the? There they are. Okay. Yes, I'm just getting a couple of them together because there. And we'll draw some rooms so there'll be yeah, they were put into each put into rooms, and then let me turn off the lighting. Uh, do that, and let's give you Lucian as well. Boop. Yes, you see, Thornkin, is the person who's guiding you up now. They they've said, yes, they aren't quite done waking up yet, but the one that remained awake is still quite awake, although he's a little out of it from your friend's injuries. I would like to find out where these mercenaries were hired. I was told you can peer into their minds. Do they have to be awake to do this? Mm, all right. Which one would you like to interrogate? The one that seemed a little bit more of the leader style one would have been this cat up there. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Uh, should memory slurp for some reason isn't giving the mind bonus. So I'm just gonna add that real quick. Um, does memory slip give damage? Okay, there we go. Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, he's unconscious. He's not really able. Well, he would be able to resist, but he does not have. Uh, it's what is needed. It's the DC's 4 times their. Yeah, yeah, you're able to get that for them. Because yeah, that'd be 14, and yeah. Um, yeah. So you're trying to find out where they were hired? All right, you see what looks like a it looks like a warehouse. There's a extremely large door on the one side that's fairly wide open that kind of just enters into like what looks like a dark void. Uh, the memory in that direction is kind of fuzzy, and you kind of see them looking around a door, and you see um, specifically 3 individuals uh, talking to each other. Um, you see what looks like a satyr, a Jadis, and an elf. The satyr dressed in a fairly fancy suit and fedora with longer hair. The Jadis in a blue suit, smaller horns, some round glasses. They look a little bit older and have just salt and pepper hair, combed quite nicely to the side, um, in quite a good stylish way. And then the other person, the elf, you see has just a very wild look in their eyes, and they have a soft glow coming from their round sunglasses, and they're quite uh, quite blue hair that kind of um, almost glows a little bit at the ends of it, wearing a purple suit. Mm. To go hmm? To go deeper than that, or to clarify like some details, you'd probably have to cast Memory Slurp again to try it deeper. 30. Ooh, that's wonderful. All right, what else are you wanting to what else are you wanting to see about the memory? Um, the beast was more just opportunity. They know they can sell it for a lot. It was more just they found it. They're like, hey, it's alive. If we can get it, let's sell it. Um, Especially considering how much work the other farms would have to do after this. Um, you see that the people hiring them weren't just hiring these 8 people. There was it looks like quite a large crowd of 50, 60, 70 people at least that you can make out. Um, it didn't necessarily seem like there was any reason given for why burning that farm. Um, it definitely you feel definitely from Scumble Shanks there, Scumbug Shanks, that there's definitely some air of suspicion against against the satyr who they don't know. The other two he seems familiar with, but there's definitely a suspicion in this memory. That's troubling. Mm. You can recharge him, can you not? Mm. Over here, this one here. Oh, here would be. Hey, here's something I just realized. Um, let's so that's technically three more charges, yeah? Yeah, because it's one for every damage. Cool. How much does a long rest give? Let's see. Cool. This is the luckiest guy ever. This is the luckiest guy ever. He's he you see him just slump unconscious. Hmm. Some, I would say, Medi, Bogus Pocus, and did the other two seem to be also Bogus Pocus, or were they something different? All of the higher ups wear purple suits. Hmm. Yes. All right. Yep. Yeah, tries to resist, does not work. Mhm. You see police, this person there, they're chatting with the Bogus Pocus member in that warehouse alone. It seems like they're waiting. Um, he refers to they refer to the other elf guy in the purple suit as foe, and uh, conversation's a little bit fuzzy. It's mostly seems to be like small talk about different things when the door opens and you see the Jadis in the blue suit come in. Uh, you hear someone just yell, "Murray, welcome, welcome, welcome!" Uh, before the memory kind of slips until the satyr then walks in. Before the memory kind of begins to fizzle out a little bit. A couple. Mm, yes. Yes, yes. I see. Interesting. We'll inform Cruz on this. A Jadis, an older Jadis in a blue suit, you say? Later as well. Hmm. Do you have any names of them? Hmm. Interesting. But they do know the names. Hmm. Is your crow supposed to turn black? Just a couple more feathers on the edges of his wings. Hmm. I was wondering, since there's also blue and orange. Hmm. Tis a magical bird after all. Yes. Do you want an escort? Hmm. Yes. Sounds good. All right. Yeah, all right. So Drod, Thea, and I guess Wanderer was around here as well. Yeah, we could probably see that everyone's heading back roughly around this time now. Lucian kind of tweets, just "Ooh," can't whistle into the mic with the hashtag Second Amendment. Yep. It kind of rings a fuzzy bell. You feel like you'd either have to see him or you'd have to ask a couple other questions or know a couple extra details to know, because blue suits don't tend to be very common. He's wearing a suit, he had a fedora and longer hair. If that sounds familiar, it would be up to you to decide who that would be. It's not necessarily rare for people to wear suits or have longer hair. Not that was really focused on by anyone that you looked into the memories. As you're walking through the lobby, you see Drod and Wander. They're doing this weird, like, one of them drops a rock and then the other one tries to catch it as close to the floor as possible, kind of just a weird, they're competing for reflexes kind of thing. Um, you, yes, it is game. Wander show me for it has reflex. You drop rock and catch, and faster person is mightier. Uh, where is boss? Where boss? I got very enraptured with this. Oh yeah, the boss is in the ballroom right there, right over there. Uh, if you mean the quote unquote boss. I, no, no, that Cruz hired you guys. She's just like she's your babysitter. She's not the boss. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really worked in a store. I don't really know how that works. Eh, sounds good. Make a nimbleness check. Nice. Yeah, you're doing it right with them. You're with your height, you're catching it lower than they can crouch down just because you're, a foot tall. Yes, hierarchy. Mightier person is higher. They climb mountain better. Yes. It would be possible, yes. Would have to put this to test, but she is already pack leader. Yes. So, and I don't know if Drod wishes to assert dominance over pack leader. Challenging pack is challenging pack without pack challenging you is not fun challenge. Well, challenge where there is 8 people and a lot of might, where they can pack very hard punch. Yes. I punch you, you become smoothie. Nice beverage. There's across the street. They're connected. Um, there's like just because I only have the one story. This over top of here, it does look like there's kind of like a large bridge, just where here. Let me draw that out. Kind of like this wide-ish. That kind of goes over the that goes over that street that just it connects both the buildings together. Um, oh what? I don't know what a plus 15 would be. I am. Oh, you gave me the biggest flashback ever. Okay, so yeah, because when I was in elementary, we did like a city quote unquote city hall school, and just for like a week or two, we just like toured downtown essentially and learned a bunch of stuff. And I met Mayor Kanye, and like in 2000 and what would have that been? That would have been like 2007, 2008. I got like there's an architect that showed us the Bow building, which specifically Mayor Kanye specifically said, "Hey, this is the Encana banana. That's what I want to call it, at least." Cool. Man, that was a big flashback there. Yes, the plus 15. I no, it's because it's the entire building. It's more like their one building that has a street going through the middle. Yeah. Mm. They owe me much ale. It is bad, yes. Tell them to give me ale. Can you? I will come with you to carry ale. You cannot carry big barrel. It is crush you. I was sent to go get Polaris just to help get some food there. And I picked him up fine, and then I dropped him off fine. But it was when I was leaving that I saw it burning, and then I was like, well, I can't really put out this massive fire because it just all up it went up all at once. It was kind of spooky. I was thinking it might have been that pyromancer that I've been hearing about, the one that like burnt down that one ship, the one that probably burnt down the museum and like whatever like two other places. Um, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. There was also an explosion for part of it, and I was like, I mean, I'm good, but I can't pull out all of that because maybe like half of it, but yeah, you know, yeah, exactly. You understand? Yeah. No, I never do that. Well, you don't see Cruz. Maybe I am on my mission. Maybe my mission's to babysit you. I completed that mission, and now he's back at the orphanage anyway. So, and I can be in the district. If that doesn't mean anything. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some people. Um they were yeah, a couple of them were the ones that you fought or I killed. Yeah. I mean, I may have stabbed one, and then they may have ended up dead later, so yeah. I don't have much information. I saw the farm on fire. I went to go get people who could help put it out. And I saw you guys. Well, if you could see it from 100 meters in the air, and could you like squint and be like, ah, yes, I recognize that guy and every detail about him? Probably not. Lucian might, but Lucian's like a bird. I'm a person. Okay, I'm a bird person. I'm not. It's hard to look into fire, okay? No, I haven't seen them ever before. No. No, I haven't been near them ever. No. Yeah, I just heard Cruz talk about him a little bit once. What are you gonna do? You just see the farm from way up in the air. You see just a large flash of light. Wonder just kind of flutter, kind of get blown back a little bit. Looking around, seeing that just everything is on fire, and to here, let's show the map real quick. Um, yeah, the stuff that's in red, uh, is the that's how big the Glade Farm is. The Glade Farm is probably the biggest farm. Oh wait, not that, not the mountain. Whoop. Uh, this is the Glade Farm. That's a bit big, but yeah, that area. It is probably the biggest collective farm, and since it is a Glade Runner farm, it also grows a heck of a lot of stuff. That it is probably the largest food producer of the city. Um, Second largest would probably be uh, these people. Um, this is a lot of just mixed independent farms. Some of it's dwarvish, some of it's elvish or whatever. But it's like but like collectively, every other farm makes about 2/5 of the food for the city, whereas the Glade Farms makes around 60% of it. Yeah. No, it doesn't really seem to be it. Um, you kind of see is like a couple almost just looks like how ants would look when you're standing up, but kind of running around in parts of like the paths or fields or whatever. And then he just kind of like you see Wander just kind of looking away and then looking at the district, looking at the farm, and then just diving towards the district. Uh, and then start going soaring between the streets. Um, that's a good question. I mean, luckily with Polaris and all that, we got all the food we needed here, so we'll still be able to do the festival. The Crossroads are already working on rationing at least a little bit of it, just in case we need it. They're working with the Sun Clerics to kind of figure out how much we need as well for their mission here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was just really only aware about the food. Um, yeah, and then didn't you help with didn't they try to get to the mayor? So like are they targeting like our district at all or yeah. Yeah, I think the Crossroads already started a little bit on some of that. Although oh, did you hear about the gate ID? There there's gonna be a mandatory ID needed for every single gate in the city starting the day after the festival. Luckily, it's not going to affect the festival, but it might affect some people coming, I guess, because they'll be worried about getting stuck or whatever. But like, it's going to cost around like 12,000 ek for us in our district, just based on like average week's wages. I think they said to get this ID requires so much just absurd information. Some like we're not going to have like, what's your family history? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's we especially because like for some people it's like blight stuff. There's a lot that's really complicated with that. But yeah, and then there's going to be a fee as well to pass through it. They're beefing up security. I heard some people they're talking about the Gilda district and a couple other districts where it's like the amount of guards has at least 4 times the amount that it used to be. It's really just absolutely ridiculous. Well, it's guild district guards. It's not like it's city guards. It's not our guards that are going to be manning this gate. Nah. Yeah, and they're seeking to like try and verify literally every piece of detail afterwards as well. So it's gonna take a while for us to even get our IDs after we apply to them. If we even apply to them, I don't think I am, but they do a fair of hard guards, so I don't know if I can really fly over the walls as easily. Not that they can fly as high as me, but yep. Mayor agreed to the price for the ID as well, and as well, I believe it was 700 ek that he agreed to for, or he was able to talk them down to for all of the passing the gate fees. Yeah, he talked them down from to that. No, he talked Congress down because it applies. I think it's because it applies to him too. So yeah, oh yeah. Well, it's everyone. It like half the reason why some people live here too is that we have direct access to the market district, where it's like there's a lot of market stuff there. Obviously, I I don't know how much it's gonna cost to get into the market district though yet. They're still discussing with the market leaders, but there's just one. We're literally right next door. Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah. No, a lot of them are all of them are outside the walls. Yeah, because the Glade Farms, they well they did, I guess, used to go like every day. So. Uh, no, I don't think it's supposed to be. I don't know. They said something that like there's been just a lot of like terrorism or something, or I don't know, riots or something. So they're just gonna increase security. Yeah, there's been there's been more than that. I mean, the Pyromancer again, like there's three other things he burnt down. One of them being a boat full of supplies. You want to go after the Pyromancer? I'm down. Let's get him. Did you say I'm not allowed anywhere with my face? Oh, I thought you were insulting my face there, and I was about to call you crazy or blind or something, but no offense. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's coming for the festival. We can talk to her then. That's why I'm whispering. Aren't these guys our friends? Are he? I mean, look at Athel. The fates offered him a job, and this guy's blind. Yeah, that's why I mentioned you just around these two. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's awesome. You wanted to give your bird a gun? You got a point there, yeah. Trot is happy with the barrel as he kind of just starts using the table to kind of help him prop up to prop it up a little bit. I mean, for the vouching part, like, because you got to get 10 people to vouch for you, I could vouch for half of you. Uh, Well, it's still, like, it's what, like, 4 or 5? That's halfway there. As far as they're concerned, I'm not a criminal. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with the wardens. Eh, yeah, I tried. I did. So did she. And yeah, there was some gates between the district, like underneath the districts. There's a couple gates every so often, and yeah, not so great. Protected by guards too. There were around 8 guards when I checked. Gilded district guards too. Yeah, 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 and they're guarding the Undercity as well. Well, the Undercity isn't just criminal people. I mean, like, there's a bunch of dwarves that live down there just because they're like, yeah, underground. That's where we belong. We're rocks made alive, so let's just live with other rocks. Cruz hasn't had enough time. What law was that even? I remember hearing about that. I just don't remember what the law was. Mm, It's a little tyrannical, but can you be tyrannical to tyranny? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I much prefer Warden being there to, actually put down laws that somebody can do that kind of thing. At the same time, it is mildly concerning that somebody has that amount of power.
Terrifying, even. Yeah.
I don't want to say my opinions, but there's a reason we don't like wardens around here. But
it's a situation. What's going on? Hi, bro. if you want to know, join the session. I actually could at this point. Do it.
Perfect.
Do it, you coward.
You have an entire bucket of ale awaiting you, Drod.
yeah, that's true.
Yes. You got your ale.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. Is there any else thing to be concerned about?
I mean, if they are targeting us, so like we were talking earlier with some of the fire people or the farm fire people gangs or the gang war, because in the district outside the walls, like they've had people shooting like nonstop. There's been a
That's
couple conflicts around us too, but we haven't had any here yet, which is,
Well,
silence is also concerning.
Kind of, but Cruz, I assume most of them don't want to get on Cruz's bad side.
I mean, most of them don't know that this is Cruz's territory.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the people that are like in charge of their gangs, I assume would.
Is Informant at the table yet?
Informant is here, but shush, silence.
I'm giving you a meaningful look of.
And I'm looking back and looking at everyone else at the table.
Just be like, please don't say anything. No, but I assume that like the people in charge of the gangs would know who Cruz is. Maybe the lower hunchmen don't.
If you don't know who Cruz is, there's a bigger problem.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
I assume the upper district doesn't care.
Like,
upper district can go fuck themselves, frankly.
But anybody in terms of
shove up their ass. I'll take my ID and 700 ekbek, please.
Yeah. It sounds like they just don't want us up there, and that's why they make.
In terms of like the criminal underworld, or basically anybody outside of the ivory towers, pretty sure they know.
And that's why I'm assuming that this territory hasn't been touched, but that doesn't mean that they're not gonna build up to it.
Who's to say they aren't already?
Yeah.
Is this about other gangs or about the council?
Anyone.
Kind of both at this point.
I mean, Cruz is laying her hand on here, but we've also seen a lot of impact from the Bogus Pogus recently. I mean, they tried bribing the councilman of this territory.
Mayor?
Mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor's it's just there. I don't know what to tell you. He's kind of a baby.
Well, I witnessed it. He definitely is, but if the Bogus Pogus are trying to actively bribe someone, I'm pretty sure it's a safe way of saying either A, they want what Cruz has as territory, or B, they don't know that Cruz has this as her territory.
Maybe.
Imagine.
That is a perfectly legitimate possibility if the main council doesn't know that this is. I mean, let's be honest, they probably think of the entire city as theirs, or as the people who they probably, work for, cough, cough, gangs, cough, cough, corruption, cough, cough. They get paid to put legislation that either benefits themselves, the rich, or the gangs.
Yeah.
Basically. My question is, why is Cruz so dedicated to keeping this area secretly hers.
Dylan's too tired to join.
That's good.
Tragic.
Fair enough.
She's dedicated to. What was the question? Sorry.
Keeping this her involvement in this territory secret in this district.
To assume because a lot of people rely on her, and if something were to happen to her, people lose hope. And this place has a lot of hope. You know, it's pretty safe. It's well protected, good food, good jobs, and it's because of her. So, plus she likes to have her own time and do her own thing a lot. So, give her the freedom to do that.
Oh, most definitely. I just mean, wouldn't the people here, and wouldn't it be better for her own safety if people knew that, hey, this territory is off limits? I mean, Cruz is, alongside the warden, maybe the most powerful individual in the entire city.
I
mean, I
wouldn't
think
say
that.
but
I think that.
There's a lot of powerful individuals in this city. I'd say she's definitely like in the top 10.
She probably is
I
in top
don't-
10.
I think
Top
part of the
10
reason why
most-
she's in the top 10 isn't necessarily her might, but just she knows how to play her cards. And she often is able to maneuver it better than whatever other hand other people have. She's just smart.
And then a lot of people here just follow her or are under her protection because they want to be, not because they're forced to or anything like that.
Mhm.
Free protection.
They do it because they want to, and it's not like, oh, like other gangs might like offer her protection, but you in exchange have to like kill someone or do something really bad. She just gives them kind of a choice.
She's the best option out of most options, I guess.
She's an actual good option.
Yeah.
Like the people here just can live their ordinary lives without having to get their hands dirty if they don't want to. Granted, a lot of them probably will because they like her, but it's up to the person. Like the Crossroads will.
Yeah.
But like
Mhm.
they don't have to.
It's a lot more about actually seeing a need and being like, hey, I can do something about that and deciding to than blackmail or whatever.
Mhm.
True. Interesting.
I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, I feel like it's dodged around a little bit, but it's I can see how she has her power here.
There's been a couple times where people have tried to challenge her though, and
Yeah, that didn't turn out well.
I mean, what? She wiped out a recent smaller gang, correct?
yeah, the Marble Muggers. Yeah, I actually helped her a bit with that. That was quite fun.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh, that's something I can't really go into too much right now, but
No, of course.
Suppose.
Ask what the Marble Muggers gang like wears was.
where's was?
Like, what was their uniforms and such? What made them stand out amongst the rest of the people? They're a gang I've heard of in passing, but don't have a idea to them. a
Mostly
face to
just
them.
their marble bag. They just were able to enchant them real well and flick them real well. I saw it take off a guy's arm once. Specifically,
Damn.
specifically Auroric too, which getting through their stone fur do be a bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Marble bag?
Yeah, they have a bag of marbles, or had.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
There's some nasty people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they used a children's toy for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
That's terrifying, but also impressive.
I mean, they are like polished
That's
round
like,
stones, so I mean, like rocks can hurt, but like still, they're small,
Mhm.
and they didn't use guns or anything either.
They just flick them.
Yep.
But
Impressive.
yeah.
Well, anyway, what are we doing before the festival then? What's
Yeah.
on the do we have a mission from Cruz right now, Thea?
No, I
Haven't
don't
heard
think.
anything.
Oh yeah, she did say something. I almost forgot till now. She
Of
said
course you
that
did.
she said that like for the afternoon before the festival when you guys come here. I forgot because it wasn't afternoon yet, and now it's about to
Okay,
be.
okay.
Okay, it just
Short-term memory loss, I see.
I
Continue.
don't know what to say to that. Okay, but yeah,
There is nothing you can say to that.
I mean, there's a lot of things I could probably say to that. I just can't think of anything. Anyways,
You would be wrong though.
she
That's
wanted
my
us
point.
to. The main thing she was wanting was just to make sure that everything was safe, that everything was secure, that the fates, the crossroads, which I think you guys saw the fates. I know you guys saw the crossroads recently.
We did see the fates. Sweet as always.
Mhm.
Yeah, they yeah, if there was anything that they needed, then doing that. As well as just with the wardens doing stuff, they're trying to do some stuff. They're doing some stuff in their district, of course, with a lot of their
Course.
searches, but they one of the things that she did say was for the kid, why do the wardens want him?
Timothy?
Yeah, Timothy. Sweet kid though. I saw him
I have no idea why they
one
want
point, but
them.
Maybe it has something to do with that weird magic beam you shot out. You know?
I do
I
remember that.
shot out a magic
if
beam?
if I remember correctly, when there was that shadow dude, he did like when Timothy got scared, he did kind of put out like this giant, oh my gosh, beam of light.
Yeah. Imagine if that dude becomes like masters those abilities. You got another pyromancer, but
That I think that flash of light
what?
that that was before I got there. So that I think that's where me and Cruz actually noticed that something was wrong over there.
Probably. He doesn't talk much, and I assume because I found him kind of bruised up and beaten. That he didn't want to talk about what happened. Well, before I met him, we met him, um, but I have no idea. So then I have no idea why he doesn't talk, and I have no idea why they're looking for him. He did draw something one time. It was like a clock and a watch, but I had no idea what it meant.
Weird.
He's a quiet kid. He's not weird. You used to be weird.
So did you.
Fair.
Used to be? Please,
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
not
that's what I
pretend
would
we
say, yeah.
haven't stopped being weird.
Everybody's
I'm pretty
weird
normal.
to another person. That's all.
Of
I'm
course.
gonna
Now you're
say.
super cool, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where I got my championship belts and everything from. Being cool.
You lost a lot, okay?
Yeah, and
Yeah, I used to have to clean up your cuts and bruises. I have not forgotten.
well, I can't reach my back. So
You know how many times Cruz had to go pick you up because you decided, let me go challenge someone that's way older than me, way stronger than me.
how else do you get better by challenging someone bigger and stronger? You get better, you get
practice, you
stronger.
don't just go
you
back in.
practice.
Yeah, but everything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So if it's an even deadlier thing and you survive
You
it,
just
then you get
went through
stronger.
a
No, he is right.
What if you die?
He has a very good point.
Just
But what
admit
if
that
you
you were in
die?
a rebellious phase, okay? You were throwing a tantrum.
Then you get stronger.
But what if you die? It
Cruz
doesn't
gave
kill
me
you,
someone.
makes you stronger. But what if it just kills you?
And then it makes you weaker.
Yes.
You're not
Seems very
by definition
self-explanatory.
wrong.
You know,
But at the
Cruz got
same
me
time,
to train with like a bow and arrow.
no.
She could have trained you. She could have got someone to train you at least.
He was. Just not with a bow and arrow. I got my daggers. I got some hand-to-hand stuff. I got some other stuff. I fly real good. Like
But you
I
didn't
have
have
my
to go
things.
fighting illegally. Okay, you didn't have to do that.
I mean, is any fighting really legal?
I don't know.
He has a
As
point.
long as there's no knives.
Usually, if it's like consensual, I guess.
Consensual fight to the death.
But you were
Yeah.
a child. You were a child, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
I think Drod has interesting things to say about, consensual fighting to the death. Right, Drod?
Yes. It is the show of strength. It is how you get big, strong bones.
Okay. I'm not having this argument anymore.
Are
I just
Jotuns
know-
strong because they train, or are they strong because of eugenics by accident?
Don't ask questions
there would
that you
definitely
don't
be a
wanna
little
know.
survival of the fittest because I mean they did live on a mountain, like they did live on a very harsh mountaintop, just constant blizzards. You don't learn how to forge stone without really being desperate.
Yeah.
But yeah. So wait, so we're supposed to go beat the fates? Is that what you're
I mean, we
Yeah.
already we could probably meet the fates again. See if there's anything last minute they need.
Really? Plus, then you can go meet if you want to. You meet Timothy. You can go meet him and ask about all your questions.
I did meet him. I picked him up from you guys, remember? And then I brought him to Cruz.
Did you talk to him?
I tried to. He was a little scared.
Exactly.
It's a little. I mean, first time I flew with you, you were terrified. So, I mean, he was pretty brave compared.
You don't have to talk about that.
I mean, I'd like to talk about it.
No.
Like, how
Wait,
long
unless,
did you cry?
Unless you want me to, you want me to tell them that you were like crying and snot was coming out of your beak when you lost really badly.
We
Because
don't need to talk about
that's what I thought.
that time.
I feel like there is a sibling competition going on right now.
Perhaps.
If
I'm
it was a
saying,
competition, I mean,
I
I'd
have-
already have won. But yeah,
You know-
it
you know,
just
my-
we're ending
The
there.
Wait,
heck do
my-
you think that works?
My twin siblings cried less than you did every time you lost a fight.
Well, yeah, it was my
In their
face getting
whole-
beaten, and
in-
they are
In their
book
whole lifetime,
people.
they're younger than you.
Yeah, you try getting your beak broken.
You wanted that.
Yeah, it
To be
doesn't mean
honest,
that
you
it still
did
doesn't
say
hurt.
that, like every single time you did do that to yourself.
I did.
That's not something to be proud of.
He
Well,
went
I'm
through a
stronger now.
rebellious phase and he cried like a baby because he couldn't win against people
I'm
he was
trying to end this
outmatched.
now. You said you want to end it. You're not ending it now. Now who's
Okay,
the
I'll
person
end it.
dragging
I'm
up
sorry.
and trying to embarrass the other
I'll
one?
stop. I'll stop. I promise.
Jeez.
You know what? Let's just take us to the face. Just
I don't know where they are.
we'll go grab Thorkin. He usually knows where they are.
Yeah, but last time I tried to ask him, he got grumpy at me.
I wonder why. Because he gives him attitude.
Well, he's a grumpy guy in general.
No, he's not. He's a sweetheart.
You heard him. He snarls all the time.
So that's how he is. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna
Okay.
go to the tavern and see if he's there.
He'd be still interrogating people or at the guard.
True, but
central
usually the
area.
crossroads are at least someone is there.
True.
Yeah.
Take along with you if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
let's go.
can come along.
Are
can
we?
move wander there,
Keep designing.
Hey, are we all? No, I'm coming with.
No, you don't have to join. You don't have to come.
No, I'm coming.
I'm just gonna get lost in my designing of a compound bow. It's a complicated process.
Wait, do you want to come? At all?
What? Sorry, what?
Do you
What are we
want to come
doing?
along? We're gonna go meet the Fates. You want to go get some cookies?
I am never one to turn down cookies.
Okay, let's go. Plus, I need someone that's sane and not wander.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That stung, but okay.
You weren't even there for that, mate.
Yeah, you were outside.
You were not a. You were outside.
You never heard it. You never heard it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Oh, hey, there's a frog guy. What's his name again? Yeah,
Sorry?
what's frog guy? Do you know what's his name again? See him over there? Up here.
She. Oh, I see him. Him? Remember?
Oh, that is a big man.
I think he got
Big
the
frog.
nickname Little Guy, but I don't think that's his name.
Hey, little guy, what's up? How's it going? Very good there, small bird. Yeah. Me and Thea were just wondering where Crossroad, the fates were, because we're just curious if there's anything last minute need for the festival. Actually, I can think of something. Have you ever had a thought? And then the thought just becomes blank, white, empty space.
No. Maybe? But we're trying to figure out what we need for the festival, if the Fates need any help for that.
Oh, yeah. I know there's one thing that I actually just thought of that I remember hearing from Thorkin. We're needing specifically for the Shadow Puppet Show the light crystal got burnt out, and whoever's job it was to replace it or to pick up the replacement didn't. So we need to get it picked up.
Sounds easy enough. Where is it normally picked up?
Oh, that would be Cecile's crystal caravan. I
Emporium?
think it was. It was CCC. I remember. Had waves in like stained glass as a logo. You remember that? Have you ever been there?
Been there?
Maybe.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But I probably don't remember. Do you know the directions? If you maybe give me directions, I can.
It's up the street to the right, the left, straight, the right, straight.
Let me write this down.
So
Take
the right.
left on the next fork.
Oh, okay, hold
then
on,
it's
hold
the
on, hold
left.
on. Little man, please. One sec. Let me just repeat the little. You told me it was up the street,
The
to the right,
street, to the right, to the
then
left,
left,
to the
to the
left,
left,
to the right,
mm-hmm.
to the straight.
Okay.
You keep going another
So
straight.
Up, right, left.
Okay.
Right.
You go right on the fork in the road.
Right on the fork in the road. Okay.
Then you go left.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to cut through the alley that connects to the small tea farmer market.
Tea
Tell you
farmer.
what, could you maybe like draw it on a map?
I do not have a map. Do you?
That's okay.
I have a napkin.
I got it. Keep going.
And then on the north side of the tea farmer market circle, they have the shop.
Okay. Shop with the 3 C's, right?
Yes, Cecile's Crystal Caravan.
Okay, let me repeat this so then you can confirm that I got the right directions. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so up the street, then
Right.
to the right,
Mhm.
then a left, then a left, then a right, and then you go straight, and you keep going straight. Then a right at the fork in the road, then another left, then cut through the the alley through the tea farm market, and then north
Yes.
side of that tea market, the shop should be there.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that everything? Do I need to say anything? Do I need to do anything else?
Well, you can tell him or her, whoever's manning the shop, that Eustace sent you.
Eusta?
Eustace.
Eustace.
Yep. You know my name.
I know, but
Eustace.
I know, little man, but I don't know how to spell it, so sometimes I forget how to say it.
Well, if you know how to say Eustace, then you should know how to say it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Say it with me. Eustace.
Eustace.
Does that help?
That does help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Have
we'll be
a
off.
good day. Oh,
You too.
I have a treat for Malachite.
Oh, okay.
It is in this pouch a bunch of juniper jade berries.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have Malachite come out from underneath, I guess, the turtleneck hood thing that I have.
Here,
Then pop his head out.
you guy, cool little guy. He seems nice and healthy.
Yep. Growing little pup.
That's good. Doesn't look like any of his branches are having any issues.
No, it looks like he's doing good and he's getting more comfortable with being around strangers.
Oh, that is very good. How old is he now?
Only 4 years old.
Hmm. He's becoming to become a young man soon, potentially.
Yeah, he's got about, I say 3 years before he hits like his teen years, and then another 3 years before he's a full grown willow wolf. Fox, sorry.
They begin to grow a lot around now.
Yeah.
It may be good to, well, I suppose you have him tie up people, so that should help prune him.
Yeah, he should be okay. I'll make sure he's okay.
That's good. Well, goodbye. Go pick up that crystal for Celian, or from Celian, or Cecile. Celian.
Cecile.
Cecile. No.
I will ask when I get there how it's pronounced.
It's Cecile.
Okay.
I was up all night.
Well, thank you for the directions. If we get lost, we'll
Yes.
probably come back.
Well, do
But
you
I
know where the
should-
tea farmers market is?
I should know. I gave me the directions. I should know how to get there. So
As long as you can find the tea farmers market, it is right in there.
yeah.
Even if it takes you a little longer.
Okay. Well, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
see ya there,
Mhm.
Eustace.
Where? Oh. Already out.
All right.
Okay. So you said up the street to the right.
Up the street, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right. Going forward straight twice, the right,
Mhm.
right on the thing, and that's where he lost me.
Okay, well, I got it from there.
And that's where the character lost the GM.
Yeah.
That's where
Okay.
Wanderer got lost.
Okay, we'll just get started.
Uh,
Okay? So
Yeah,
up the
let's
street
head on.
to the right.
Yep, and I'm just trying to find the right map.
Map.
Because I have a lot of maps now. It's fun. Yup.
You know, you were saying that so quickly, I just started writing L's and R's.
Where the heck? I had one exact. Where do all these go?
Into the void.
Into never, never.
Undercity.
Into the Neverland of maps.
Warehouse. Is it in? Oh, I think I know where it is. It might be in. Nope. It might be in. Um. Ah, well, I don't have it quite yet. I will do this temporarily and then just. Can you guys drag? By the way, are you getting drawed in eyes?
Uh, I see. This is me and Thorkin.
I am seeing black.
You can
gray.
drag your
My
token in.
soul.
Your token.
You can just have your token in.
Oh,
but
drag
it's a-
the token in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's a gray map.
Yep.
I am
Because I seem to
struggling
have
to
lost
try to
things.
drag my token in.
Here, let me do that for you then. Kerbam.
Oh, whoa. There we go. We have made progress.
Yeah.
That's a... No, wait, no, that's not where I am. It's just a blank, gray, empty space.
Yeah. You're in the right place.
Just wanted to be sure.
We are all in the gray, white, empty space.
Best place to be.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
because I think I might have just forgot to put it in. Which is weird because I had one. Actually, here's something. Y'all should all roll a mind check to make sure that you can
Okay.
get there properly.
Please.
It's one of the few things I'm good at.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
Just give me a moment. A mind check.
Noise.
I saw the dice for Ethel and it blended into the gray screen for a second. I was like, what?
What magicry is this?
All right. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, this did not work. Why did that not work? Why did that not upload? What?
Why is everything broken?
I don't know. There we go. Boop. And then let's get draw it in here.
I have to
Awesome.
know how to get there. I had to write it down at all.
No,
Okay.
it was good for the role play.
I wrote it down like it was an exam.
Yes, you did. Which, as soon as you pointed out that you did, I was very much like, "Oh, that's funny."
Smart.
It yeah.
I'm not trying to
How-
get lost in a place I shouldn't get lost.
Yeah, that's half the time. If it's a place that you probably
It's
wouldn't
okay.
get lost
That's
in.
funny.
Yeah.
I like it.
Otherwise, I'm gonna throw you like into like the middle of streets and have you guys actually navigate it.
Mm-hmm.
If we rolled in that one, yeah.
Well, potentially, but I didn't actually have a map that would have fit those directions.
Are
Well,
we
I guess I have
supposed to
this
be seeing the
map, but
whole thing? I can only see the circle.
oh yeah, that would make more sense. Yep. I don't always see that you guys have restricted vision, but it is the default.
Wow.
Ah,
Oh.
Place.
hi there. How's it going? What can I do you for?
We're here to pick up the light crystal.
The light crystal. And who would that be?
Eustace?
For Eustace. Ah, yes, for the festival, for the shadow shows. Well, here's the thing. Late fees.
Oh, boy.
Specifically because I believe the person who was supposed to pick that up, I was told, was a wanderer a week ago, and yeah, there's a late fees because it takes up a bunch of our storage, which we have in limited supply for crystals because we can only carry a certain amount here, or else bad things happen. Anyways, because of the late fee, I will actually request a favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of favor?
Well, there's a little something that I need.
What you need?
If you could so kindly give me well, there's, how do I explain this? It's without saying it, because it is a long story, but it doesn't have to be a long story. Anyways, so there's a friend of mine. They decided to borrow this one tiara of mine, and I haven't been able to give it back, but I need it because I'm getting married in a month. So
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
yes, well, thank you. It's going to be a nice event. I'm a little bit worried because it was supposed to be in another district, so I have to find another venue in this district now all of a sudden because of all the ID stuff, and that's just gonna be a headache, especially because I want a lot of my family to come. So, but yes, I need that because it is just no tradition to specifically wear it, but I need it back from my friend.
Well-
Okay. Fair enough. What is your friend's name?
Yes, my friend is Terrence. He should be out in the market district currently. He has a stall open, so if you're able to get it back from him and then get it back to me, then I should be able to give you the crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
What kind of stall? Do you know what kind of stall has set up?
Yes, he shares a lot of jewelry. He's using it as a display stand because he did originally make it, but gave it to me as a gift years and years ago. For the first awkward marriage, but yeah. But yeah, so
I see.
you would need to get it back again. So you were just gonna borrow it for a couple weeks, but it's been a couple months now.
Yeah, Dick, we can do that. Is that everything?
How do
That's
we
all
know
need?
you have the crystal?
Well, why
Have you
wouldn't I?
seen this shop?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I
Have
have
you
the
looked
crystal?
around? We are surrounded.
Mm-hmm. But we were looking for a specific crystal, and I'd hate to go on a wild goose chase.
For a light crystal? Well, all it is just like a
It's
crystal that does a lot of light.
bulb.
Yes. For all intents and purposes, this is literally just a projector light bulb. It has to be bright enough, of course, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that would be very nice if you could get that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he just wants to see the condition of the crystal before we head out.
Okay, well, it is
He's
just
a wee bit paranoid.
Just here. Let me. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, it is right here. All right. Let's give this to you. There. You see, right here, perfectly fine. Right here, right in this box. No cracks, no anything. Quite a good size, good color, everything. It's fully loaded with magic and all that. Bunch of essence all tucked inside.
Perfect. Okay, then we'll be heading off to the market to get that tiara.
Yes, the tiara.
What does it look like exactly before I?
Oh,
I'm
that's a
studying.
very good question. I almost forgot about that. It is, well, it's has a gold and it has 3 blue gems in the center, surrounded by 13 purple ones around the rest of it. Kind of like prongs on a crown for the rest of it.
You said purple?
Purple, 3 blue in the
13
middle, and
purple,
then
3
13
blue
around it.
middle,
Yes.
and made of gold.
Yes. Well, gold
Okay.
color. It's technically not
Gold
gold,
color.
but yes, it is a gold color. Yes.
Okay, perfect. I think that's everything we need. We'll be back then shortly.
Cool.
All right.
Then we head out.
Amazing. Have a good one then. There.
Wander,
Yeah.
were you supposed to pick it up a week ago?
I was hoping with marble
No.
mongers.
Excuses. That's what I hear.
Cruz was asking me for stuff.
I see. So you don't have the power to be everywhere.
Do you?
No, but you claimed you could.
Well, I never claimed I was everywhere.
Only I had an audio recorder, I would love to just play back a moment where he said that over and over again.
And you should make one.
That's going on the list.
Yeah.
It can't be more complicated than a radio.
I have no clue how complicated a radio is anyway, so yeah.
Oh, I mean, imagine recording it and then transmitting it. So I basically I only have to do half of a radio.
Oop, let me.
Yeah, I get it. I don't get it.
So what you're saying is he can't be everything everywhere all at once.
No, because he thinks
All
he's
the
all
time.
great. Thinks he's
still-
super cool. I think he can do anything he wants because he's strong enough to win in street fighting brawls.
I mean,
Is he strong enough to beat Drod?
I would like to see him try. This would be a very good challenge. No, I don't think I could beat Rod. Look, I mean, look how strong he is. I also would really not. Like he is.
He learned his lesson to not fight people he doesn't think he can win.
This is true. I got a lot of wisdom.
This just feels like more excuses from the man who claims to be able to do a lot of things.
Do you think you could beat Rod?
I wasn't the one saying I could be everywhere.
I never said I could be everywhere. I could say I could be anywhere really quickly. It's the difference.
Okay, Wander, let's be useful. And can you go fly around and see if you can find a jewelry stand?
Yeah. I'll go take. Well, actually, it's right there.
Wow.
Yeah. Just it's just right there. You just gotta let me get my token.
No.
The DM going rapidly through all the folders on a computer.
Oh, if it was actually like computer folders, that'd be way better for Foundry. I have to like. It's just the single file. Here, I'll send a nice fun screenshot right now of the folder system in Foundry. Actually, you have the folder system in Foundry.
Yeah, but like, wait.
Imagine
Like-
that, but like 4 or 5 deep.
I have the end. Okay, that's what you're looking for.
Wander is in your folder too.
Oh, is he? I didn't look.
I don't know if you have access to him. Anytime you guys have characters that are connected to you guys, I store in your own folder.
I see. Oh, you guys do see him.
Hey. Heyo. Um, let's go talk to him. Wanna talk to him?
Wait, where is he? Which one is
This guy.
Uh,
This goblin
I
here.
think Wanderer
that guy.
should be the person who talked to them, considering Wanderer put us in this mess.
Well, I don't know anything about jewelry. That's not really my thing.
I want to death stare him in the eyes.
I'm gonna have to be the one to do this, aren't I?
Through a
Yes,
mask.
Ethel.
He's just gonna be like, why are you staring at me?
All right. Let the jewelry person handle this. So who am I talking to?
Terrence. This guy.
Hello.
Hi, Terrence. So, crap. Who's the
How
person
can
that
I
we're
do it
asking
for
to-
you?
Cecilia?
Would you like to any of these
Yes,
wares? I got some
Cecilia.
gold, I got some silver, I got
Oh.
anything. All for the good price of
Did-
Vec. Anything that you want. Very fancy. You got a girl? Well, I got some rings for
I
her.
happen
If you want to
a
have something, but
tiara.
a tiara. Oh, well, I got a couple of those. Well, here's one of my display
3
bottles that I
blue
made.
stones in the middle and 13 purple stones around the sides. Gold coloring should belong to somebody by the name of Cecilia.
Oh, yeah, I lent it to her a while ago. For like a couple of years ago for a wedding, and then I got it back. Yeah, I have it on my display bottle now. What about it? Do you want to buy it? You could definitely buy it. It's a really great one, yeah.
Well, you see, we just came from Cecilia's place, and that is not at all the story that she told us.
What do you mean? That's the story that what happened. What story did she give you?
Well, apparently she's getting married in a couple of months. She loaned it to you, and you have yet to give it back.
Yeah, she's getting married next month. To my cousin. I'm going there too. It's I forget where I think she's looking for a new place to do it, and yeah, anyways, my uncle
Yeah.
I think is gonna rent out our hall to it, and it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, like, it's a really nice hall. If you ever need a hall, let me tell you. Now there's like amazing stone flooring
We're
that's like
getting
as
off the
warm as
subject.
I'd like to
Okay,
sneakily,
fine.
like, while Athel is distracting him with this, I'd like to just be able to roll up and pick the
Look, I
tiara
don't-
out of the
I don't-
display
I don't-
case.
I don't want to, cause any trouble. I don't want to,
Alright.
have to get into anything with law or anything here. I'm just saying, from what I was told, you borrowed it. She wants it back,
It's a trinket.
and you have it. Correct? You do have it.
I have it, but I only lent it to her. It is not hers to begin with.
Right. So maybe you and her should have a talk about that.
Yeah, you definitely picked that up there, the informant. It's like it's a little bit in front of him though, so I will actually make you roll at disadvantage because it would be like right in front of him because he didn't pull it
when
up.
you loaned it to her, what exactly did you
Yeah,
say?
you grab it.
Okay, that's a disadvantage.
You definitely grab it still. Yeah. His passive
Alright,
perception is high, but not that high. What do you mean? What did I
Remember
say?
me, who absolutely did notice this.
She was like, "Hey, I'm getting married. I could use a tiara," and I was like, "Okay, here, you can have it. Just want it back whenever you're done." And then she
Okay.
never gave it back. So I asked, "It's like, hey, I need it for my display. Can I use it for my display?"
Hey,
And she gave it back.
Can you go and
Hmm?
get into a fight with Wanderer? I think Wanderer is challenging you to something.
Wonder, you're challenging me? No, I'm not challenging you.
Oh no.
What do you
I
mean?
want
that.
to quickly
Ignore
leave
that.
as quick as I can, while they're like
Okay, so-
distracted.
So what you're telling me is she asked for a tiara, you loaned her it until she was done with it. She didn't give it back, and as such, you asked for it back. You took it back. And that. Did you clarify that when you said, did you clarify that this was a loan when you gave it to her?
I said that I was gonna lend it to you for a bit. I said I wanted it back.
Did you wait? But I thought you just said that you told her she could have it.
Yeah, I said she could have it. I just
Yeah,
wanted it back.
Yeah, well, you
That's
see,
a loan. That's lending it.
That's a very big difference because she could have listened to the first half and not the second half.
I mean, whose fault is it? The person who's talking or the person who doesn't have ears?
Okay,
person
what
who
I'm
doesn't
trying to
make
say
work.
is you should probably talk to her to clarify things.
Well, I can't. Where'd it go?
What?
Did you guys stole my tiara? And
did not
the
touch
goblin
it.
just starts like
you have seen my
stands on the
hands
table.
the
He's just
entire
jumping.
time.
I
You
have, but there
seen
was
my
more of you.
hands.
There was more of you. Where's the other ones? Hmm? There's not all of you. You stole it.
I don't know what you're
You're
talking
gonna have to
about,
have
but you're
compensation for
just
my crown now. I don't have the parts to replace it. You guys have got to pay for that now. That's
We didn't touch it.
10,000 act worth of
Honestly,
stuff.
We just lost it. We're really
It's
bad at
gone.
this.
Did
How
you see
much
us
is
touch
it?
it?
Yeah, and have you?
Well,
did you
you're
get
the
it?
only ones who have been here. Who else could have touched it?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
You. Are you?
He's
Places full of
blind.
pickpockets. Are you kidding me?
You
It's a
saw
place
me as
full-
blind.
well. I'm not a pickpocket. I'm a jeweler.
No, I'm saying this place is full of pickpockets. Because it's
Sure.
a festival.
But the market district? No. Do you know how many guards there are? There's so many guards. Some of
You
these
know how
market
easy it
stalls
would be
aren't
to
even
slip into a
market
crowd
people.
unnoticed and just take a couple wallets and then leave?
It's lunchtime. Everyone's eating.
Ridiculously.
Well, we don't have it. If you want to search us,
Yeah, you
Then
can.
where did it go? You guys need to find
I
it.
don't know.
you want us to find it? We can
Yeah.
find it if you
Okay.
give it to us for her wedding.
Yeah, okay, she can borrow it for her wedding, but I still
Okay,
need
I'll-
something to display in the meantime.
Okay, we'll go find it. We'll go.
Okay,
find
if you
it
go
then.
find it, okay, how about this? If you guys did take it, you can keep it. But you do need to find me before the end of the day, and you need to either pay me so I can get a replacement,
How much does it
Or-
cost?
10,000 deck. Materials.
Oh, I don't have that.
Just for the
nearly enough money
materials.
there.
We don't have that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
That's why I only said she could borrow it, because she's a good old friend of mine. We grew up together. Of
Yeah,
course I'm gonna trust her with that, but
understandable.
apparently I shouldn't have.
Then you
Oh,
should
boy.
talk to her.
I will, but I still need a replacement because I gotta make my money for the rest of the day.
Okay, well, you said
Especially with
it's
this
okay.
idea coming up.
Okay.
You said it's lunchtime. Why don't we go back to her place and you can clarify things with her?
I can't abandon my
While we
stall.
find it.
Do you know how
While
long
we
it takes
find it.
to pack up all this stuff?
No, okay. Tell you what. I'll man the stall. Go
But
have
you
a talk,
prob-
I'll cover it.
One of you
I'm
just
not
stole
going
my
to
crown,
rob
my
it.
tiara. One of you just stole it. Do I want to trust you with my stuff unsupervised?
Turn out my non-existent pockets because my shorts do not have pockets and I haven't had time for a wardrobe update. I don't even have pockets. Where would I hide this?
I'm not saying one of you, but but one of yous, all of yous.
All
You're
of
talking about
us?
us three because it
You
was
had
just
friends.
us three.
You had friends that you were talking that weren't at the stall. One of them was pretty short.
I don't know
I
what
have
you're
no
talking
clue
about.
what you're talking about.
Are you talking?
I mean the raccoon that we randomly came across and just was chatting with up until we got here?
Is this a
I
friendly
would like a
place?
deception check.
Ah, crap.
I know. I don't want to.
Ethel.
No,
Well,
I'm not that
that's why
good.
I don't want to.
I mean, do we all have to
I
make a
meet it and
deception
beat
check?
it. If you're all lying, then
We're
yes.
both terrible at this.
The thing is, it's a meet it or beat it, and he met yours, Ethel. I don't believe that you just met this raccoon. You know him.
Honestly, I've only met him for like a couple of days.
You know that's true.
That's it. I've only known him for like a couple of days. We randomly met on a job. I
On a
honestly don't know
job?
what his deal is.
No one says a job unless they're doing something illegal.
No, literally,
Otherwise, they
we
say
were
at
hired to
work.
do some-
Saying
It's
a
just a
job, it means
part-time
it's
gig.
criminal. I'm
Some
not some
labor work.
spring.
Oh
I'm
my
not some
gosh,
spring.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
I'm
You're
not a
saying,
springam.
because we were hired for a job, obviously it's criminal. No, we were hired for a part-time gig.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
said part-time gig, I would believe you. But you said, yeah, we met him on a job. Like, no one does that except for thieves and criminals. Like, that's not a normal thing. Otherwise, you said, when at my job, at the work, at the office, something like that.
I feel like that'd be more suspicious.
Do we even have offices in this place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rich is this guy.
I don't know. Do I look like I live in a place with offices?
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, like we all would. There's the law offices. There's all the municipal offices for the different
I look like somebody
legislation.
who would know about
There's the
offices.
offices for the different education stuff. There's a lot of engineers who have offices for like city planning and stuff. There's the offices for the import-export stuff. There's offices
good
for
with
just about
building
everything.
things, so he's not an office
I'm
person.
I'm not a people person. I build things.
Yeah, but where do you think you get the things to be able to build things out of? Offices,
From
kind
junk.
of.
No, I literally pull things out of a junk pile.
Okay, but do you go to the trash heap, the trash yard to get it? Because if you do, those have
Oh, I
offices.
just wander down the road and I pick up stuff.
Okay, then I guess you wouldn't know about offices because you do be a kid. Also, you're a kid. Who do I? Do you want? You don't know my prices. I don't have price tags.
You
She's
know,
told us
honestly,
it's
for
10,000.
saying that you met on the job and that we're trash picker-uppers and I'm a raccoon, I feel like that should like give you bonus points. That is the best alibi I've ever heard.
How do I know he was a raccoon? He was some little guy. How do I know he wasn't just a keen?
Good question.
Honestly,
I don't know
that's a
why you're
good
asking
point.
us.
I've never really seen under his mask, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Love
there's a
that.
lot of accusations and things going
I'm-
here.
he told me he was a raccoon, so I'm just going with what he told me. And
Right,
he might be lying to me. I don't know.
How about this? If you want to build some trust, how about you do me a favor? If you do me a favor,
Okay.
you can lend or anything with the tiara, no questions asked, as long as it's back with me
Okay.
after she gets married. Sounds good?
Cool. Yep.
And I'll go to
What's
explain
the
to her
favor?
after I'm done with it, done work for the day. So the
What's
favor.
the favor.
Okay. So this isn't the ideal market spot. There's another spot across the way that I used to have. Now a guy, he sleeps there now. What I need is that market stall. I need it back.
When you say like he sleeps like across the way, you mean
Yeah, and
this
I have
way?
yeah, well across the way of the market, like it's on the opposite side. But it's a more ideal for foot traffic. It's a little bit closer to the gate. It's a larger road and everything. There's less crowded. Like, look at here. It's a weird crowded thing. All these are makeshift shops and all that. I like his stall. It's it's a nice wooden one and all that.
And what's he sell?
Well, I'll get to that. I need to tell my nefarious backstory. Well, his nefarious
Now you just
backstory.
said nefarious. Now that is suspicious.
His nefarious backstory is a nefarious situation that I find myself in because it's annoying. Yeah. Does that appease you?
Yeah.
Anyways, if you keep going, it's around in the one part of the market that has like the fountain. Anyways, I usually pack up. I bring all my stuff home because I don't want to leave it out overnight. And I have a home. I have a family. I have a wife. I have 18 kids. You know, the usual goblin standalone time. My parents and my step parents and my parents-in-law will all live with us. So here's what I need from you. I need you to get this market by because I need to feed all those people. A lot of them can't work anymore. And you know how much work it takes to take care of 18 kids? My wife is
No.
she's put in an extra head. So what I need is I need you to go over there. I need you to go like, hey, this guy, it's Terrence's. We don't want you to be here anymore. Either just however you want, rough him up.
You want us to rough him up? You just said that. We just said we're not criminals. We're not doing that.
We don't have to be a criminal. I don't mean to activate that. I'm sorry. I meant to view that.
Why do you want us to activate that?
It was an accident. It was a meta level. Yeah.
There was a glitch with Foundry.
No, I just
This
pressed the
was
wrong
not
thing. It was definitely I just kept talking because it's a fun voice. Anyways, okay, but he's staying there, and it's my stall. I have.
Question: does he get here before you do, or do you get here before he does?
I get there before he does, technically.
Then why don't? Then
But-
let's just come earlier and take the spot.
That's what I try to do. That's what I usually do. That's why I like to get the spot. But guess what? He got there, now he's sleeping there.
He's just
You,
not
you
leaving.
should bribe him with food. That's always a good bribe.
Okay,
You know what?
this man has expensive
Bob?
tastes. You know Rorix, they eat rocks, right? You know what
No,
he
but
eats?
he's
He eats
sleeping.
gemstones. He eats my inventory that I need to make money.
Yeah, that's not optimal.
No.
Uh,
You want me to lose out on all that money?
no,
Why
not
don't
at
you
all.
sell it to him?
Because if I'm selling it to him, I can't trade it for the market stall. And
Really?
he's not going for it as either. So at least
I mean,
the only thing that he wants is my pristine gem. There's one specific gem that I have that's massive that I'm trying to sell. It's 200,000 ek.
Okay, well, why don't you
And-
negotiate with him about terms? And then
That's
maybe,
why I
like, he
want
can
you
sleep
to do.
there.
question.
You want us to rough him up?
You know, I'm saying I don't care how you do it. I want you to do it. As
You're
long
very
as
good at
you,
negotiating.
Okay,
as
but what
long
if
as
we
you
don't
figure it
do
out.
Can we?
Can
What
you
if we
make
try
us
it?
an offer we can't refuse? The informant isn't actually there.
Oh.
Yep. Make him an
I was about
offer.
to say, did you just return, sir,
I know,
to the
that's what
scene
I
of the
thought.
crime?
It would be pretty funny.
Make him an offer and do something for him. Get him get me my stall back. If you get me my
if we
stall
try to
back,
do
you
it-
guys can have the tiara.
If we try to do it nicely and we don't do it, then I don't know what you expect us to do, because we're not gonna get our hands dirty. We are trying to be hardworking, honest workers.
I don't care how you
okay?
do it. I just want you to do it. Legitimately,
But
any way that you
I
do
asked
it.
the question. I asked the question.
Yeah, you don't have to do it illegally.
Okay,
I
but
was
what
just-
if I do it nicely and it doesn't work?
That sucks.
Okay,
Then we
I guess
gotta
that
figure
sucks for
something
you too?
else then. We can figure something else. But that's the one thing I want more than anything else in the world. Besides all my kids to be able to go to school. But in order for all my kids to go to school, I need that market stall. Or another one within that circle, I guess. That would also work.
Oh, see, that's better. That's probably a little easier.
Maybe. I'd like you to
Mhm.
try.
I will give it a try.
Do you know how ruthless some of these flea market people are?
You just gotta be nice. You don't have to be so aggressive.
Well, my cousin Steve was murdered over it. Gotta be a little aggressive. Just for the market stall place. He was selling fruit.
I would like to
Fruit!
make an insight check on this.
Do an insight check.
And can I ask to roll a
This is
mind,
cute.
because this
This
guy
is
just
so
seems
funny.
that just doesn't seem logical. I would like to logic
Roll whatever you
insight
want,
this.
yeah.
I'm
Son of
amazed
a
it took
gun.
you
I just rolled a
this
nat
long.
one.
He appears to be telling
My
the truth.
ability to read people is completely vulgar.
Yes,
You know-
Milo. Good work. The good
I
DM
believe
phase. Insight. They always are telling the truth.
You know, I believe this man. Let's help him out.
We can give it
I
a shot.
promise
I just
you.
can't promise it.
Yeah, give it a shot. That's all I want. Give it the best shot you got.
Okay, we got a deal.
You got some bows, you could use it as well to intimidate them.
No.
It's
you
not
just said
illegal to
try.
intimidate. It's not
Give it a
intimidate to
try,
illegal
and that's
people.
good enough. You said that I just have to try.
Give it the
That's what you said.
best try you
You s- you s-
can.
There you go. That's all you said. Best
Try.
try. If I claim it's my
Oh,
best
we-
try, it's my best try. I'm gonna
If
walk
you
away.
fail, then there's
I can't
something
hear
else
you.
you
I can't
need
hear
to.
you. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Dread and Wanderer are still doing their thing.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
All right, let
I
me
just saw
let
them
me
flying them
where are you
around.
guys? Let's copy you guys and then activate.
Oh, we're
Another
just
map.
getting copy pasted.
Copy paste.
Perfect.
Very obviously, this is the
Murder.
market stall.
We can't
that
see
he's
because
selling.
it's
More bird.
defaulted to restricted vision. Thank you.
There we go.
This couple?
Yeah, the Rorik.
Dude, he has a market
Rorik,
stall right
sorry.
here.
This is the Rorik.
Hello.
Cool.
Or they're right there. Like, his stall was pretty small.
Hey,
You can make
just
it
a
fit.
heads up. I'm gonna head out for the evening.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's my last day to hang out with roommates before I head home for Calgary. So
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bye bye.
Have a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for coming. Yeah,
let me know what happens.
I will. Yeah.
Okay. We can. I don't know. We can try the other places first before trying.
You try blackmail.
Okay, eyes. We're gonna try to do this.
I was
as
just
not-
thinking, like, we help him move to one of these spots.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because there's
I'm
spots
not.
that work.
Whatever you
like-
think, boss. I won't
Because I'm
do
pretty
anything.
sure that's not a door right there.
No,
Is
there's,
that a door
like-
right there? That's
There,
not a door.
no,
It's not a path, a door.
there is definitely people at every spot.
But no, he's trying to make like a new spot.
I'm saying like we have empty space. His thing was pretty small, so there, another spot around the fountain. Like we've got options.
Shoot.
Okay,
Saying a
let's
lot
try.
of permission.
This is the guy, right? This is the man.
Mhm.
Is he asleep? Is he awake?
He's awake.
Hi there.
I'm gonna go and talk to the guy and see if I can get him to move to one of these spots that I just noticed around here. Because it's same.
Would you
same
like
difference.
to buy my fruit?
I'm just gonna disappear real quick, and I like shadow goop back to where we came from to have a talk. You guys go ahead and talk with this guy.
I
Unless
got
I'm just gonna go grab
some
a snack real
fruit.
quick.
You want some fruit?
Well, I was told that you sleep here, so I was confused on why you were selling something.
Well, I'm trying to make a living to save up for a house.
We'll save it for a house. Fancy.
Yeah. I sell some fruit here. You want some fruit?
So, how did you get this spot?
Well, it was empty one morning, so I took it. This is how flea markets work. Set up my spot, my tent.
You sleep here, and then you wake up and you work? Is that it?
Yep. Every day, every morning, every night.
I see. No, I was just wondering because the guys was wondering, politely, if maybe you share the spot or take turns on the spot. Like how like some days you can have like fruit for sale, and then other days you can have the jewelry, so you guys can trade spots.
But I would make less. I would be able to make as much money. I'm trying to save up for a house.
Well,
I need a house. If once I get a house, then who cares? You can have the spot back, but I just need a house.
you can. Well, you can network. You can kind of like, when your customers come and buy fruit, you can be like, oh, are you looking for any jewelry? And then that way you guys can have a partnership, and then it benefits both of you guys.
The people that buy fruit and the people at the market here, the people that buy jewelry, are really not the same audience.
No, but if your fruit is really pretty and really good, they'll think about pretty colors, and pretty colors leads to jewelry.
That feels like a very leap in logic based on the demographics of which we see here.
I don't think it's a jump in logic.
How much market research have you done?
A little bit here and there.
A little bit. Not like 10 years of fruit market research? Figure out exactly who and what and where are the people that want to buy fruit? So much they could spot about 10 yards away, and then you can go like, hey, you want some fruit? And then you know the exact price that they need. You know exactly just by the nail beds how much they make in a day.
I did sell flowers when I was younger. I was a child.
Who would know exactly everybody's like specific price?
I know everybody's
This is
price.
a city of literally millions.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know how many I've sold?
How it can be to work really hard just to get money. But
Real hard.
If you have top quality food, top quality fruits, it wouldn't matter where you have a stall. People will come to you. Will it not?
Well, this is prime real estate. We get every kind of person here. Everyone from one way or another.
Plus, jewelry sells for a lot more than fruit. So
exactly.
If you teamed up, you could share the profits.
Well, but the thing is, if we're sharing profits, he never wanted to share profits.
Well, you guys can agree and negotiate.
Well, how much do you think he makes in a day versus how much I make? It's quite a bit different. Do you think he's going to go 50-50 on that? No.
Look, you guys can negotiate. He has a lot of mouths to feed. You are trying to save up for a house. Different goals, but still have to spend a lot of money. So, at the end of the day, you guys might be earning about the same.
Well, how about you there, Fairbahar? How much could I offer you a nice peach for your bird there? 5-ek?
Sure.
There you go.
5-ek.
And he hands you a nice blue peach.
Thank you.
You're welcome there. Thank you. By the way, we have bulk deals on peaches. If your bear likes the peach, then we could definitely come up with a nice deal there. Anytime you need a peach, come by. Nice and cheap.
How much do you have saved up for the house?
100,000 ek.
How much? And have you been looking at, like, what price ranges you've been looking at? If I may know a guy who can help you out.
Well, I have a nice eye on this one shack. It's a really nice 1 bedroom, 1 kitchen, connected bathroom to the house next door. It's about $1,800,000 ek.
Yeah. Hmm.
Where would this house be located? Like, what district are you trying to get into?
There's a nice cheaper district down the west of the city. It's pretty good. A lot of just really, it's fairly cramped. A lot not quite as nice as like in some districts, but it's affordable at least. And it's better than an inn. It's more permanent. It means that if I own it, then I own it.
Look, Avalon Eyes, I have nothing. I don't know anything how to convince this man.
To be honest,
Honestly,
this
doing it
entire like
really
just
seems
train of
tough.
favors for favors. I just say we have it help him move his stall over here because I also need to get to Mr. Gunning's stall in order to actually help him set up, and because I have this job opportunity.
Yeah,
I don't wanna screw it up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's
I don't want to like make it about me, but I've been kind of having that in the back of my head, just panicking.
No worries. No. We have priorities. We do need that
So,
light crystal,
I'm
though.
just thinking we help the goblin move his cart and stuff over here, and then I book my way on over to wherever it is that Mr. Gunning is setting up.
That's true. And I just want to like whisper this. Pretty sure that we actually already have a tiara.
Oh, we do.
Oh yeah,
We could
So
just
we
like,
don't-
absolutely. I saw him take it.
So we don't have to do this.
like genuinely, we're just being.
Oh, we don't want to get charged with the.
How many crimes have you committed?
Here's the thing. He told me that I just need to try my best. I tried my best.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we can, like help him move over here.
Yeah,
just
we
to
could do
be
that. We could do
absolutely
that.
secure and safe.
We can
Everybody
okay.
wins.
Yeah. We could do that. Okay. I'm gonna turn to the rook. Do you have anything small? I'm gonna give something to my little fox here.
Oh, what do they like? It's a
Just
nice
kidding.
little, yes, a willow branch fox, yes.
Yeah, they're just like little berries and stuff.
Well, how about, yes, how about these grain berries? Nice, full of fiber, really great for the roots and their branches when they go. Decent for their leaves as well. Gives them a really nice sheen. A good amount of water content in them as well.
Perfect.
30 ek a bag.
Can I do 15?
25.
10.
That's lower. 20.
I know you're trying to make a profit here.
Well, of course I am. Do you want me to go out of business?
But 15 seems like a fair price.
Fine, 15.
Okay, here you go.
All right, come back if you ever want more.
Always at 15, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
walk me
15,
away.
yeah. Yeah, 15, yep. All right, where are you guys going then?
We're gonna try to move the other guy's stall to here.
All right.
Yeah, see how vibe.
Hey! Did you get my stall back there?
No, he's pretty tough to negotiate with.
Yeah,
we did
exactly.
Find a spot like right next to it.
Yeah.
Wait, there's another spot free there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Plus,
it'll do.
like,
It doesn't have the right sight lines though. That one has like the perfect sight lines from every entrance into
but
the.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're gonna be selling a lot more stuff probably because it's
In that
release
area, rather
in that
than
area.
just, you know.
So he might run out of business, or he might struggle a little bit more. So then he might have to change spots.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. All right,
Or you
if
could just
you
hire
help
someone to
me,
break the kneecaps.
help me move over there with all my stuff, then we can do it. I'm gonna be moving. I'll move tomorrow morning, I guess, if the spot's free. Then
Yeah, we can move all your stuff.
thanks for telling me. You know what? Let's do it now. Let's do it now. It's not many people coming by right now, anyways. We got like an hour. I just accidentally pulled my mouse right off my desk.
Sounds good. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Wonderful.
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 All right. I will do my best to help out in the physical ways because I am not good at that.
I'm also blind, so
Do you want us to do might rolls? Cause
Yeah.
No, nothing would be like super heavy. It would just be like
okay,
it'd be
Okay,
like
great.
crates,
This
and
is
then
a
he has.
jeweler shop. Like, there's nothing unless we're moving like.
It's like it's a jewelry shop that a single goblin mans.
yeah.
oh, he does his best.
Yeah, like it's like, all right. So the thing is, the tent that I normally leave up. Where's the rest of the stuff? So I'll need two of you to help with the tent, and just to make it faster, if we split because usually I have like I have two dollies full of like jewelry. If I take one and you take another there, I'm gonna choose you there, Jadis man, just to help with the other one because I trust you more than they do. You two can handle the tent.
Sounds good.
All right,
Am I
let's
just
get
not
going.
trustworthy or something?
Pardon me?
Am I just not a trustworthy man?
No, I trust him more than you two. It's a priority thing. Even though like there's some trust there, I don't trust any of you, as far as I could throw a mountain. So, but he has a smaller mountain that I would be more likely to be able to throw than you two. Make sense?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Strange kind of way, yes.
yeah,
All right, let's get going.
got down.
All right, and it probably takes like about an hour to get him moved, and he's moved. He's happy. Him and the fruit guy scowl at each other.
Okay.
Now they're just. You can tell they don't like each other. Do you guys just leave after you help him move?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
using-
Ethel wants to go see where Mr. Gunner is gonna set up.
Yeah.
I need to figure out where he's setting up.
Alrighty.
For the festival.
Alright, let's get
That
that.
means he's already in the district? That's fast.
He's a fast worker. One
Zoom.
time I was thinking of robbing his place, so I stayed up for like 3 nights. The man does not sleep.
It's terrifying.
I want to meet your
We met him.
senpai?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that reaction.
Oh no.
Hey, perfect. Did you see like the hesitation? Because I'm like, will this get him to react?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
understand enough anime to know where this is going.
Why is this so small? What the heck?
I'm just joking.
Why
I'm
are
just joking.
you scared? Can I delete you?
We're tight. Whoa, there's two of them.
Yeah, I accidentally brought in too many. I'm trying to delete myself. I don't know how to though.
I don't know. Probably GM has to delete you. There you go.
Probably.
We're gigantic.
Yeah, this is the wrong size.
Just make us small.
Yeah.
I cannot make you smaller than this without making the map extremely blurry.
Well,
Fair enough.
I guess that's true.
Like unusable detail level. Let's instead.
So the festival's for tomorrow. Is that in game? Correct.
In game tomorrow, yeah.
I'm excited.
All right, let's use. Uh, all right, let's just delete that one. Cool. Because that was using the dimensions of the last map for this map, and they have different dimensions.
I see.
This should be work. Let me fix. See, this one I can't fix.
Why is it called Mr. Gunning? Gunning? Gunning. Does he build guns?
That's his name. No, he mostly he runs a scrap shop. He invents stuff. It's kind of doubles as a general store. Generally, a pretty chill dude
That doesn't sleep?
that doesn't sleep, or at least I've never seen him sleep.
That's kind of. Is he a robot?
Perhaps.
This whole time you've been working with a robot?
I mean, if he is a robot, he's very darn good at looking not like a robot.
Just gotta respect the man's craft.
Surely there's some species out there that doesn't need to sleep, right?
Probably.
A vampire?
I mean, like, Koyans are made out of rocks. Dwarves are also kind of made out of rocks. What's like somebody not having to sleep doesn't seem too far fetched.
I mean, there's people that don't have to sleep that much.
This is also true.
Yeah, just as you're, because he was heading to a market in, specifically more in the Shield District rather than the Market District. So you're heading around there because he would have told you where he was heading. Oop. Things are frozen. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. As you're walking around the Shield District Market near the southern wall, you'd run across Mr. Gunning, just setting up shop, and he just goes, "Ah, Ethel, I got here a little early. Seems like we just ran into each other anyways. Quite a fun
I was
thing to go
actually
into each other. Yes.
I was actually just looking for you.
Yeah,
I
wonderful.
wanted to see if you needed any help setting up at all.
I'm just about done here, actually. I was wondering though for Charleston here, I don't know where to put him, and I don't think he would exactly like being here in a market stall the entire time. You got any ideas?
Yeah,
Also, who are you?
Oh yeah, this is Thea, one of the other people that I was, working with. She's pretty cool.
Nice to meet you.
On my side. I'm here as well. How about that?
Hi, well, nice to meet you. My foundry just went to a very weird thing, and I have no UI, so I'm gonna
Oh.
close and restart it. Hee. I do too. It just did a lot of weirdness. I don't know why.
Also, I'm gonna
Also, your
make some
mic
food,
quality
so
just
I'll be
dipped.
on mute.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some food, so I got earphones in, and I'll be on mute for the most part.
But yes, I'm curious if there's another place to put Charleston. Also, yeah, Ethel, if you're wanting to work tonight as well, the place I'm staying at is actually just right behind here as well. Um, fantastic market though. Everyone's so nice here.
Good to hear.
Has anyone ever said safe and warm?
Yes, yes, there was someone that was trying to give out coupons for it. Based on
Okay,
what you said
okay, as
yesterday,
long
I
as
said
it
no.
wasn't
Or
everybody
earlier, yeah.
else.
Based on what you said earlier today, I said no.
Always good. I just wanted to double check that there wasn't anybody fishy. Well, I mean they're always fishy, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't everybody around saying that.
No, I've only ran into one person saying it.
Okay.
Unless
Good to know,
Charleston's
and
about to
yes,
say
I
it.
would be in. Yeah, I would be interested in working tonight. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Don't work too hard.
Oh well, I can't possibly be working harder than I am currently right now.
Alright, guys, working pretty hard then?
Oh well, we helped just move a jeweler's stall because he wanted a spot that was currently taken up by a Roric fruit salesman, but we needed to actually get him to like us because apparently he had lent a tiara to a gnome who has the light crystal, who we need to get a light crystal for a Freud. I think, and that's the proper pronunciation of their race's name, who needs it for the festival. However, the person who had borrowed the tiara had it for a wedding. However, because it had only been lent when they returned it, or when they returned it to the person who rightfully owned it, they thought they were just lending it to them because of a miscommunication. And we, of course, got semi hired to kind of clear that up.
It's a whole thing.
It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. It
Yeah.
was a process.
Sounds like an extremely busy day.
Yeah. So that's why I'm telling him not to work too hard. Plus, I want him to rest and be okay for the festival. As for your, said his name was Charlie?
Charleston. Ah, yes,
Charleston.
this here nice little donkey here. One of my oldest companions. Came here all the way out to Lightspeak on him.
Far travel?
How old is Charleston?
Charleston's about 50.
I'm gonna turn to Ethel. Ethel, was he not in the Lights Peak at all?
Mm.
He said he traveled all the way to Lights Peak. How fast does this man travel?
Well, I mean that depends on where you're coming from and where you're going, I suppose.
I guess so. He's gonna turn back. Well, we have a stable where we're keeping a lot of horses, and there's this big fuzzy creature there too.
Oh! A big fuzzy creature, huh? Well, I would love to go see this big fuzzy creature and hug it.
He is very soft.
Yes, I'll take Charleston there. While I take Charleston, would you care to maybe man the shop there for a bit out there, Ethel?
Oh yeah, I can absolutely do that.
Wonderful. All right. Well, if you'll show me where to put them up, then we can do that.
I guess I'll see you around, Ethel. At
Or
least
you
for the
can
festival?
direct me. Of
Oh,
course,
yeah,
to-
absolutely. Like the cheap. I'm blanking. Where was it? It was Or wait, crap. Who- whose question was it being asked of? Oh no.
What question were you asking?
It was he was asking for a place to put Charleston down, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then I was taking him to go meet Polaris.
Right.
Yeah, Polaris. Big
Right.
fuzzy creature.
Which is wait, no, right. I'm manning the stall. He's going to meet Polaris.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
My
I guess I'll
goodness,
see
how
you.
how in the world did I manage to botch that one up in my mind so badly?
I don't
Sometimes,
know.
sometimes you just remember things in the wrong direction. It happens from time to time to everyone. You just get a little bit of inversion of direction, and you know.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you around. Hopefully, like, well, you know where to find me, and I'll still be probably, honestly, working on that compound bow for a little bit longer. Uh,
Oh, yeah, the
so
compound bow you mentioned. Were you have you brought that up to your friend? Yeah.
I think I did. Did I? Yeah, did I ever mention a compound bow that I was designing for you potentially?
No.
I evidently did not. Anyway, so I was designing a compound bow for you. I'm not sure if you actually would want one. It's
I
what
mean,
I mean
yeah.
by compound bow is basic. Oh, in that case, great.
So I didn't mean to cut you off if you wanted to go on a rant.
Oh no. It's fine. I tend to go on rants when it comes to engineering. It'll be ready around maybe in the next
Probably
couple of days.
after a festival, because you're
Yeah,
gonna
probably
enjoy
after the festival.
you're
Yeah,
gonna enjoy
well,
the
enjoy the
festival, aren't you?
festival. Work during the festival. Well, yeah, obviously enjoy the festival.
Yeah, you better, because there's a lot of food that I want you to try, and I want you to see the shadow puppet show.
Oh, yeah, that shadow puppet show. I'm sure I could get Mr. Gunning to give me a, like, maybe a couple hours to a day, depending on how long the festival goes.
Yeah, or else I'll come and kidnap you.
Yeah, have as much time. I'm going to be here for an amount of time.
Alrighty. I'm gonna take Mr. Gunning, and I assume I's gonna come along with me to the stable.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'll man the stall.
Is there anything you wanted to talk to Mr. Gunning about on the way there?
Uh,
That's probably a wall. Alright, just can't
see.
move. I cannot move.
How long have you known Aloe for?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I'm lagging.
I'd say it's been several cycles so far.
I see.
At least
Do you
maybe
know him
5 or
as?
so years, potentially. Most of the time,
Oh.
I've been at at my shop location over there, but
How was he when he was younger?
ooh, probably much the same as he is now. Always just fascinatingly curious, always having a lot to say about things that excite him. Fantastic to work with. Reminds me a lot of myself when I was freshly made. Born.
And how old are you?
I mean, not too old. I'm definitely just a fairly fairly normal age for an older man myself of my species. You know, just a good solid 100 years old so far.
You didn't have too much trouble getting here?
Oh, wait, just across the city? No, not with Charleston. No.
No. Um. So, what about Hmm. Have you heard about the new Lightspeak is having like a new ID stuff, correct?
Yes, I was just talking to who were they? The informant, as well as Ethel just the other day about it. It's quite a weird thing.
I see.
Quite alarmed by it. It's definitely troubling, especially knowing Congress. Ah, would not stand
So,
for it for 1 second.
well, I can't really tell. Can I tell what kind of species he is?
He is definitely wearing a helmet.
So I can't.
No.
Can't even tell from how he walks.
He's not a beast race.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's not too hard for you to get one since you traveled all the way here.
He is 7 foot tall, though.
7 foot tall.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. Oh, did you ever meet Officer?
From time to time, he would normally only drop off and pick up Ethel just from time to time. Didn't really stay. Didn't really talk much. Try to steal a lot, though. Did actually steal a lot. And usually I let him because I know they were a little tight on money.
I see.
Yeah, you know, kids on the street and all that.
Yeah,
Not as many
I
of those
understand. No, most of them are taken care of. It's kind of a
Oh, that's wonderful.
whole thing. Yeah.
Who does that here? Because there's not really anyone to do it back where I've set up shop. Except maybe the Sun Clerics.
Well, I don't think you know them, so
Oh, I know a lot of people. I've heard of a lot of people. But I'd also just be curious to introduce myself at some point, because that's definitely something where potentially I could help, give different like items for whatever care that they end up needing.
think of the name Cruz.
Cruz. Isn't she an urban legend?
Could be.
You're saying that Cruz is a real person?
Well, if she's real or not, people believe in her, so
Real enough that you'd think that she's the person that's taking care of these kids.
Mhm.
Fascinating. I would definitely love to know whoever, at the very least, is the source of this myth.
yeah. I mean, don't think they'll do it at the festival. Sometimes the festival has shadow puppets that tell like legends and stuff.
Ooh, shadow puppets. Just a wonderful, wonderful amount of creativity goes into those. Just to think about telling stories via that methodology is just absolutely wondrous. Would
Mhm.
definitely love to check that out at some point, for sure.
Well, it'll be happening during the festival. I do need to get a light crystal, but besides
Oh,
that,
you need a light crystal for that. I actually happen to have one back at my stall if you need it.
oh, perfect. That works out really well then.
Yeah, you can have it for free.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But yeah, that's if you stick around for the festival, sometimes the shadow puppets will tell legend stories. So if you're curious, they might bring it up.
is that why they're setting up that entire big curtain in that market stall there?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yep.
I should probably move my market stall then.
Uh,
I might be a bit in the way.
you'll be fine.
Does it have big crowds or does it just go all day or night?
It's more of a night event.
Mm.
It kind of goes in every, I think, hour and a half,
Oh, wonderful.
and it's kind of always different. So if you kind of miss it, it can't be helped. But the next ones are usually pretty good still. Sometimes they just tell the one story though and repeats.
Yeah, I'd love to know that, yeah.
But you've heard of Cruz?
I mean, a fair amount of people have. In my district, it's a urban myth that kind of inspires hope, inspires fear, inspires a lot of different kinds of emotions in a lot of different people.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
this place, a lot of people try to make those inspirations, I guess, in reality. So
Some say she stopped a blight beast one time that she was trying that was trying to take out some of the farms, which is quite the impressive feat. I can't imagine anyone that could actually take out a blight beast with such ease.
I don't know about that story, but I have heard other ones. Just sounds powerful. So,
Oh, would you care to tell me a story?
uh, I know she's very commonly known to summon like snowstorms.
No, summon a storm herself? That's quite.
Yeah, in the dead of summer, it's just blazing hot, and she would summon snowstorms so harsh that like not even a warden could walk in it without freezing.
That's both alarming and seems quite wonderful. Seems like
I
Christmas at
mean,
any point, or whatever Christmas is called here, I forget. But just at any point in time in the year, just on command.
yeah, that's usually the most common story that you will hear about her if you hear about her. Um, But yeah, that's pretty powerful because a lot of the people say that she can take down a warden
And we definitely
like
know how
easily.
much training that a lot of them do have as well.
Yeah.
It's quite alarming.
You seemed alarmed. I don't
Hmm.
mean to scare you. I'm just telling you
Well, I was saying
stories.
the wardens are alarming, and her being able to take them down is actually quite comforting in some ways. Although also quite alarming as well. Because the wardens do, as much as they sometimes get in their own way, do help.
Sometimes they make more of a mess.
They're trying their best.
True. I guess. Um, that's about it. I don't really. I just say enjoy the festival. You might hear stories, legendary stories, myths, and it's just fun all around.
Amazing. Well, oh, and is this the stable here?
Mhm.
Oh, quite great. This is Polaris.
Yeah, that is Polaris. Very fuzzy, gentle creature.
Hello there, Polaris. Would you let me to hug you? And he just kind of extends his arms and kind of like takes a step forward and takes a step forward, seeing if Polaris is gonna like try to attack, and then just hugs his side and pats. Just oh, wondrous beast.
Yeah, usually a very gentle beast.
Polaris, this is my friend Charleston. I hope you two can get along. Charleston, after you. I will see you shortly. This will be much more interesting for you than that stall there. All right there, Charleston. Have a good one.
Okay, well, have a good night, I guess.
And off we go. Uh, yeah, unless there's anything that you guys want to be talking about, you guys can just walk back to the market.
Yeah.
Ah, Ethel, anyone stop by? I know it's a pretty quiet night with everyone getting ready for the festival. Any customers?
Nope,
Ah,
nobody yet, or at least
to be expected.
like, yeah, nah. Pretty quiet. I was just tinkering.
Ah, how is the invention coming along?
Well, let's have a look here. It's coming along rather nicely.
Ah, wonderful. You think you'd be able to start testing something fairly soon? I do have those items that you that I thought might be helpful.
What are you making?
Um, I'm making a compound bow,
Oh,
which is yeah,
I thought you were making something else.
yeah. I tend to try to get an idea in my head and then try to get it out before I forget inevitably.
Mm.
Yeah, it's coming along rather well. It's oh, or did you mean the parts for the informants stuff? Because if it's that, I'm gonna need a reminder real quick of what exactly parts that I requested.
Oh no! You didn't request any parts for that. You just I just parts I thought that might be helpful for you to test out with the compa bow once you finally get to the testing, invention, and crafting, tinkering phase for it.
Yep, I'm currently just crafting the outer shell for it. It's actually rather well. I don't see any major problems, major flaws with it yet. I'm not sure if it's in testing phase yet. Like he holds up a what looks like a bow, but it's mostly just covered in a like not well not completely covered, but there's a lot of gears and cogs all like strung throughout it. It looks kind of messy, but at the same time, like it actually might work. Like most of Ethel's inventions, it's very slipshod or ripshod.
Do you need any materials?
No, no, like everything. I have plenty of materials, plenty of gears. It's mostly just trying to figure out the best way to put the gears, put in the uh, what do you call those things again? Not axles, not angles. They go at an angle. They start. I'm pretty sure they start with an A. Why are those things? No, pulleys. Pulleys, right?
Oh.
Pulleys. Different word entirely. Started with a
Mm-hmm.
P, not an A. takes a little doing to finagle it into the bowstring, and of course, like I don't exactly know how to make a bow, so I'm just doing the best that I can with some random string that I found. So, it's not exactly a bowstring, but I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty sure I could confidently put this setup onto an actual bowstring.
I mean, I trust you. I don't know what you're doing. I just know you're building a bow, I guess.
Yeah, that about sums up what I'm doing.
Okay, well, don't work too hard. Get some rest. Enjoy the rest of the night. I think it's night.
It'd be evening, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the one light crystal you did. It is in
Oh, yeah.
this box here. Here you go.
You know he had a light crystal apple.
Honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't ask because generally he has all kinds of stuff.
Thea's
Like,
gonna put her headset
literally
on
anything that
Grandpa.
you need, usually just I go to Mr. Gunning because he's got everything.
There's always a place to find anything you ever need. Usually pretty easy and often cheap or free. Or just, requires a nice friend to make along the way.
So what's the weirdest thing you have?
Probably nothing here. Mostly the stuff I have here is most everyday, normal, useful stuff.
Weirdest thing he had was probably my box.
That would be up
T-Box
there for
is
sure.
just strange and mysterious. I'm looking for like just weird, but you know what it is.
Weird, but you know what it is. Well, that limits and rules out a lot of other weird stuff. Have you ever heard of a rubber ducky?
A rubber ducky?
Yes.
No.
It's a weird little floaty thing that people use in the bath to keep them company. It's fake, but it's there
To keep them company?
to keep them
I feel like
company.
it's probably more for kids, no?
There's many people who use them as well, yes.
So I feel like anybody else was just trying to get clean and then get working.
You'd think, but there's many people who seem to be very interested in it. Although a lot that are also thrown out.
Well, that's sad.
Yes, I don't know why anyone would abandon this rubber ducky.
I don't know, but sounds like a weird thing, I guess. It sounds more like a toy than anything else.
Perhaps.
I mean,
But
toys can be kind of weird. You did ask for something weird, and
yeah, I did ask.
just from what I'm hearing, that's pretty weird.
Oh yeah, you did say you had something with the errands to run. Should you finish that up for the day?
Yes, I should. I have to go get this like crystal back to certain people if you want to see the Shadow Puppet Show. I'll catch you guys later then. Let's go, guys.
Yep. See ya.
Yeah.
Do come by sometime soon. I probably will have something better than this ready to go.
How about I come pick you up either right before the festival or during the festival?
It seems that would be pretty good.
Sounds good. I'll be back later than tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Fine.
See
Wonderful.
ya.
See you. Are you guys going to go right back to the
Tavern.
tavern? Awesome.
I need to give
Just bypassing everything in the middle.
yeah. You could deal with it afterwards.
All right. Wonderful. That's almost literally exactly 3 hours long. And I think also pretty much brings us to supper time ish or more evening. Probably not that long before bedtime if you guys are all going to be going to eat and sleep at a
Yep.
regular time tonight.
Yeah,
So if you guys, unless if there's anything you guys want to do, we definitely could do that first, but we could also end it and then pick up next time with the festival morning.
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, yeah, Ben isn't here, Dylan isn't here, so probably would be.
Better to wait for the festival for them to be here. Yes.
Yeah.
There's
There's-
a lot.
Things
There's
are probably
anything
going to go down.
potentially. Plus, there's I mean, if there's any like downtime, like errands and things that you guys want to do, now is definitely the time as well. But
I don't think I
That just reeks of because you won't always have this opportunity.
you better resupply because you might die.
knowing Finrealms,
That's what
maybe.
it sounds like, you know, like when you're in a video game, all of a sudden you just like, oh, maybe there's like health potion, or like medkit, ammo. That's what it sounds like you're saying right now.
Honestly, we'll be fine. No one, well, I was going to say no one's died yet, but that's a lie.
I think we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Fine. Nothing that you want to shop for, or do, or anything. No
Uh,
medkits to find.
No medkits.
I mean, is there medkits I can buy?
There probably actually would
Honestly,
be.
not a bad question.
Yeah, no, definitely. But we lasted this long.
Fine.
Although I'd
Be
like
good.
not to get in.
If anything, we'll resupply before heading to danger
Yeah.
next time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then that will be the end of the session for the day then.
All right. Next session, introduction of Greg.